Hello, and welcome to Founder Freedom. From Hustler to CEO, the podcast built for e-commerce entrepreneurs and small business owners who are ready to work less, earn more, and scale smarter. I'm your host, Stephen Palmer, and today we're stepping into the world of color, pattern, and Palm Beach style. Meet Chelsea Lane, founder of Chelsea Lane and Company, a go-to destination for luxury wallpaper, custom textiles, and full-service interior design. Let's jump in. Welcome, Chelsea. How are you today? Awesome. Thank you. We're glad to have you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Chelsea Lane and Company's value proposition?
We are a full service interior design showroom, and we cater to the trade as well as the homeowner. And we have the largest wallpaper and textile library in Palm Beach County. So we do wallpaper, full service interior design, upholstery.
Nice. So what inspired you to create your brand and chase this business dream?
My mother is a master wall covering installer, and she's been doing that my entire life. So when I was starting college, she just kept saying, like, there's nowhere to buy wallpaper. All of these clients keep calling me, and there's like 2 wallpaper stores in the area. She's like, someone has got to open up a wallpaper store. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. Let's see what happens.
Nice. Very cool. That's great inspiration, right from the mom.
Yeah.
So you kind of talked about this already, but it's a question. So what were the major challenges or gap that you saw that kind of led you to chase this dream? So it was about the lack of wallpaper, but really what was the passion behind it?
Yeah, so this was probably 2010, and there were no wallpaper stores. There was like Home Depot and Sherwin-Williams and maybe like one wallpaper store in the area. And the only way you could access high-end designer wall coverings was because Schumacher, Sherwin-Williams, and Home Depot, they didn't even sell high-end designer wall coverings. They sold like very low-end. So the only way to access the high-end was to hire a designer. And a lot of people didn't need a designer. So we gave the homeowner direct access to designer wall coverings without actually hiring a designer.
Nice. Good gap. Love it. So the access to the high quality wall coverings was kind of what was broken or inefficient. How exactly did you solve that? Did you open a retail store or do you do custom appointments?
Yeah, so we opened up a retail store. So we have like all of the books and samples right here that normally only designers would have access to. So they can come in and we flip through all of the samples with them. Right away, I was open regular hours, and I never really like required anyone to make an appointment, which is good and bad for me, but it's good for the client because they can just pop in anytime they want, and we still work that way.
Yeah, that's cool. So you have a home away from home.
Yes.
You married your work spouse.
Yeah.
So how does your company, I guess, solve this problem? Do you feel that better than the existing alternatives that are out there? About finding
A lot of times, well, now it's very different. So like when I originally opened, there was a gap in the market and there was no wall covering stores and ways to access this. And I think going forward, we're seeing the opposite issue now. So now you can get designer wall coverings online, discounted, and their showrooms are popping up everywhere. So I think we're going to see the issue kind of shift the opposite, and we're going to have to like grow with that. But just giving the homeowner a way to get these wall coverings without going through designers, because a lot of times they know exactly what they want. So they don't want to hire a designer. They don't want to pay the design hours. They say, look, I know I want this style and this color. I just need you to like help me find the exact one. And we offer that service complimentary here in the showroom. So we don't charge separately for assisting them.
Okay. That's pretty neat. I mean, that's a really good kind of gap too, right? Because even though, as you say, you have competition now in high-end wallpaper. I mean, how does a consumer know if they're looking at high-end or not? They don't know. They need a guide to get through the purchase process.
You
That's
can't get
awesome.
that shopping online.
No, you cannot. That's for sure. So let's say I'm a new customer visiting Chelsea and Company's website. What do you think is the biggest misconception that I would have about what you do?
I think the biggest misconception is that people think we do only wallpaper.
Okay.
That's a big one.
So that's on you now. I asked the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to work
I
on
think
that. You
that we
need to,
only do wallpaper. We actually do upholstery, carpets, rugs, full service
yeah,
design. And you
the
come to
full.
our site, I mean, we're known for wallpaper. So that's what and like that's our bread and butter. So that's what we
Yeah.
do. So that's like the main focus when you come to the site, but we do so much more than that. And that's a misconception, not only on our website, but also in our showroom as well.
Hmm. That's a tougher problem to solve. Probably costs a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But you'll get there. So that's pretty cool. Um, I hope you have some takeaways from that question.
Yeah.
So could you share a success story? It could be like a customer success story or a mission success story of your brand that you like to talk about.
I feel like every client is a success story. There's so many people that come in and they're just like so happy at the end. They're so grateful that like one stop shop, they didn't have to go all these different places. We were able to help them. And a lot of times these aren't their permanent homes, they're their vacation homes. So
Mm-hmm.
they can have like a lot of fun with them. So they're just like really happy at the end because they have this like fun, exciting new. Um,
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, what about trends in your industry? Do you see that there's any new trends that are shaping the future of wallpaper and interior design right now?
the biggest trend I'm seeing or like change I'm seeing is probably like vinyl wall coverings. Everyone was so like scared of them and they sounded cheap and tacky and they're so amazing right now. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can put wallpaper in here, but they have like the most amazing vinyls and they
Hmm.
look real. They look like real textures. The price point's better. You can scrub them and clean them. And so we have a lot of clients before they would come in and they would say, "Oh, I definitely don't want vinyl. That's
Right.
not what
Right.
I'm looking for." And now people are coming in, they're specifically asking for it because they know that it's so good now. And obviously, like grass cloths and textures, those are always going to be really popular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what people know about. So, what do you think is better? Like, is the printing is better than it used to be on the vinyls?
Yeah, the vinyls, they're like just textured now. So, like, you touch them and they even feel like they're textured. Before, they
Oh,
would
wow.
look plastic or they would just look fake. And now, a lot of times, you can't even tell the difference. I mean, we still always recommend the real thing over a
Sure.
vinyl unless you're doing it like in a bathroom or a super high traffic area, like a hallway or something. But
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's interesting. So, thinking putting on your business cap now. So, what advice would you have for other business owners that are launching their dream to help them stay ahead of the curve, either in your space or in e-commerce or retail in general? Any one of those.
just, I think, be true to yourself. Like, there are so many times where I want to like jump on the trend wagon and like, or I look around and I see what other people are doing. I'm like, I should be doing what they're doing. Like, they look like they're doing really well. And just
Hmm.
like, and I feel like that's not always the case. They might look like they're doing well and maybe they're really not. And I've heard a lot of stories about that of friends that are also in a similar industry. And social media makes it look like everyone's just thriving, and that's not the case always. So I think just like staying true to like what your goal is and where you want to go, and almost like putting blinders on and being like, okay, I know this person's doing this, but like this is true to my brand and who I am, so I'm going to stay on this.
Right. That's great advice. Yeah. That's kind of like the what you described as like looking over the fence when the grass looks greener or whatever.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
hard not to it's hard not to like, do what everyone else is doing.
yeah. No, I get that too. I think it is a big problem with social media, right?
Yeah.
Because it looks shiny, but it might not be as shiny
Yeah.
as it looks.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's next for your company? Are you working on anything specific or just holding everything steady and trying to push on?
I mean, we're all just trying to survive here. No, we have some big goals. We've been working on our own line of wall covering for about a year now, and we've launched a few patterns over the last couple months. So that's a big thing for us. It's a lot of local artists. So we're taking these local artists and we're turning their art into wall covering that's available exclusively through Chelsea Lane and other design showrooms. So
Nice.
we're excited to just keep adding to that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, that's how you keep the design world moving on. Love it. So, what's the best way for listeners to get in touch with you and come and see you and start a project?
So everything is on our website at chelsealaneco.com. There you can access our email address, our Instagram, our Pinterest boards. You can call us, you can text us. We also have like a free download for designers and homeowners that give you like tips and tricks on wallpaper and how to measure. And you can sign up for our newsletter there. We send out like one a month of just like updates and events that we have locally as well.
Nice. Thank you. Well, that's a wrap here on Founder Freedom. Big thanks to Chelsea Lane for showing us how a childhood surrounded by wallpaper became a thriving design business. From curated showrooms to bold brand moves, Chelsea is proof that creativity and business can live beautifully side by side. Check out chelsealaneco.com to see how she's transforming spaces one wall at a time. And if you like what you heard here, subscribe and share this episode. Leave us a review to help other founders find their path to freedom. Until next time, keep creating, keep scaling, and never lose your style.